See, this is good. I mean,
and 134 days since Joe Biden
I think he's a little off on it
abandon
at times, but I think
Americans.
that
Now,
right there is
according to the Washington
a
Post,
beautifully
even,
solid,
evacuations
presented
have, as we told you they
shot.
would,
Well, they're
predictably slowed
overall they're
to a
still
trickle.
X,
Quote,
but it's worse
the
when you call them
administration says the
Americans and
process
don't
is now
fucking get
limited
them out.
by the realities on
Tucker
the
did one
ground
yesterday
in
with
the
some pretty
Taliban
blonde that had to
Islamic Emirates
spend a
of
little time in
Afghanistan.
the COVID
The
ward,
Biden
and he's pretty much in the
administration
undertone. Well,
once
why
laughably,
didn't
they
shoot
promised they
her
had all the leverage.
and let her
Remember,
get
they
out
said,
there
"We
on the
have all the
news and
leverage."
bitch to everybody in the
terrorists
world
and the
about it,
Taliban,
and then lose your
over
fucking
them
voting
to secure
stance?
the release of those
We
on
don't
the
like
ground that
that.
they
It's
abandoned.
fucking
That
don't
was
do
and
that.
remains a blatant lie. Now, one senior State Department official is telling the Post that a real evacuation is no
Some
longer
British
possible.
one. He was
Quote,
I was
"When
from a
you
couple of
don't have
days ago
people
or
in the
something
country,
with the
there's
camel
not
race
really
bit.
a functioning airport."
You know, it's like
And
if you're real
arguably,
careful, you remember
there
that
are
diamond
tens,
necklace I
if
was
not
talking about? You'll
hundreds
catch
of
one where he's
thousands
just a little
who
bit
fall
fucking
into
out
the
on that,
broad
and
category
that's the kind of
at
speed and
risk.
speed you got to look
So make
inside
no
of it.
mistake, this is a serious, ongoing crisis.
It looks
any
good on
obvious
the
solution.
surface, but in the end
Completely
of it,
preventable,
it's like, look,
caused and
you know, you
perpetrated
bitch your
by
Hannity
Joe
all the
Biden.
time. It's like, look, I
hope
need
now
you as
has
any
diminished,
governor
and
will do.
sadly it appears
Challenge your
that
governor.
Americans,
When you
military
let them out
families,
there like that
thousands
and you
of
bash
green
them
card
on that,
holders
what's the
that are
cost?
eligible to
It's
live
like
in
you're
this
gonna bitch
country,
about,
our
you know,
Afghan allies
turning
will
off
not
the
be
police
getting out
station
for
water.
years.
Because fuck
If at
you.
all.
Get out there and clean it up
Now,
yourself
it is
then.
one
You
of
keep
the many
bitching every time there's going to be a problem like
self-inflicted
that. And I disagree with that.
crises
It's
responsible for Joe Biden's plummeting
Stockholm
poll numbers. When there
syndrome,
was new
parents
ABC
turning
News
off the
survey,
fuse
only
box and getting drunk
28%
on
of the
Pabst
American
Blue
people
fucking
approve
ribbon.
of Biden's
It's
handling
just
of
fucking dirty.
inflation and
It's
the
ugly,
economy.
it's dirty.
A measly 36%
And here we are.
approve his handling of crime. His overall approval rating now is underwater by around 10
I'd like you to
points
see I'd
in
like to see you do
nearly
better.
every
I think you
single
can. I know
poll.
you
The only
can.
person polling
And you know,
worse
in
than
terms
Joe
of this
Biden
policy stuff, you
is
want to
his
get
choice
in
of
there,
vice
change the
president,
fucking
that's Kamala
policy.
Harris. In fact,
You want to help?
no
Quit
vice
fucking
president
salting
in
it.
U.S. history has a
You know,
lower
get the
approval
information.
rating
They're
than
like,
Kamala
okay,
Harris.
let's pick
Now,
apart
maybe
the
that's
bones
because the vice
of not the
president is terrible at
infrastructure
her
itself.
job.
That thing's
For example,
basically
ever
the
since she
fucking
was
MCATs
appointed
right now.
water czar 9
But let's
months
make
ago,
the
Harris
test in
has
terms
done
of what it
nothing to
is
resolve the
sensible
crisis.
for the
She
area.
did make one 30-minute trip
You know, I mean,
near
obviously,
the
crime
border,
goes up.
where
It's
she
big
needed to be
numbers.
in
You
El
let them get
Paso.
big.
Nowhere close
It
to
makes
where
them
the migrant
obvious. You
surge
take
was
them out
actually happening.
after
And
a
one
year
useless trip, of
because
course,
it trips
you
them
know,
up.
to the southern border. She
And,
made
you know,
a
hey,
trip
I'm not going to
Central
give you
America
out
to
here on
see
the
the
mountain,
problems
guys.
going on
It's
there,
not an uphill
along
push.
with a whole phone call to the president.
You know, we get
of
out here and
Guatemala.
this happens because
That's
this
in
really
9
does
months.
happens with the mill
That's
guys
it.
getting
Take a look.
big, working machinery, you know, and doing stuff like that. I can still put other people in it that might have the skill and do it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they got that skill gap. You know, that's a valuable learning curve right there. That it's like, look, all right, now that you ate it a couple of times, Jim, Bear Stearns, it's like that's why because.
Well, I know that I did see this
For you, the PSTB hypervigilance of pegging on numbers like that would be Tucker, Hannity, the rest of them out here tagging somebody's sorry ass. But then it gets manipulated into this stupid horse shit that makes us weak to Russia. I don't know. I mean, you look at it, it's like we're probably in their hand with XI. But then there's some of that middle darky shit, and it's like, well, are they really a country in the court? Do they know what's up? And then they come in there and you play the games with them instead of like realizing, hey, that was the CVS stuff, that other stuff, playing the game for freedom. It's like there's a lot of American, part of the universe, Guardian of the Galaxy shit out there that you don't want to be hitting on when it comes to that information. You sure shit don't want to be standing there when Shepard or one of the other guys got the number on you. Because there you'll be. And just fucking own it, Jesse. Just fucking own it, right? You gotta get out there and do that. You gotta be hung to it. People make mistakes. Nothing wrong with that. Fucking not admitting to those mistakes is kind of fucking big deal. Not because it's not a lie. You have to think about the effects thereof. Now, either everybody was expecting CPAC boss to do this, and then later on, oh shit, or you pop somebody's tulip market on what it is here, rain on somebody's parade, piss on their foot, and everything else. And meanwhile, I'm just having conversation, right? And so happened you got to get run over it. It would be relative here. We would be in the same neighborhood, close to each other, talking to it, maybe not directly. But that doesn't change the context of the information of why I present it, or why I'd be fucking furious.
And tonight, one anti-Trump columnist, Peggy Noonan, is now imploring Kamala to get serious, writing, quote, "The president is an old."
Well, where was the information on that? I mean, every once in a while you hear, what do you want me to do? Did it sound like that coming out of my equation? Then you needed to work on your Sleepy Joe-ness, right?
Sadly, I have to agree. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox.